The Dead Don't Stay Dead. Episode 1. The Funeral. The rain fell relentlessly as mourners gathered around the grave. Daniel King had been the kind of man everyone trusted. A devoted father. A respected teacher. A pillar of the community. At just 48 years old, he had died suddenly from a heart attack. At least, that's what the doctors said. As the coffin was lowered into the ground, his wife Sarah clutched their daughter and sobbed. The funeral ended. The crowd dispersed. And by nightfall, Daniel King was buried 6 feet underground. The town moved on. Or at least, it tried to. The next morning, at exactly 8:17 a.m., the door of a small diner on Main Street swung open. The waitress looked up. The coffee pot slipped from her hand. It shattered on the floor. Standing in the doorway was Daniel King, wet from the rain, wearing the same suit he had been buried in. Mud covered his shoes. And his eyes looked terrified. The entire diner fell silent. Daniel looked around in confusion. "Can someone tell me," he asked quietly, "why everyone is staring at me?" 3 people fainted. 1 customer screamed. Another ran outside. Within minutes, police sirens echoed through town. Daniel was taken into custody. The police questioned him for hours. He answered every question correctly. He knew his wife's birthday, his daughter's middle name, his first pet, his childhood address. Every detail matched. Fingerprints matched. DNA matched. There was no doubt. This was Daniel King. The same Daniel King who had been buried less than 24 hours earlier. But what happened next terrified investigators even more. "What's the last thing you remember?" the sheriff asked. Daniel's hands began to shake. His face turned pale. "I remember dying." The room fell silent. Daniel swallowed hard. "I remember my heart stopping." His breathing became heavier. "I remember the funeral." The sheriff frowned. "How could you remember your own funeral?" Daniel stared at the table. A tear rolled down his cheek. "I could hear everything." Nobody spoke. Daniel's voice dropped to a whisper. "I heard them bury me." The temperature in the room suddenly felt colder. The sheriff leaned forward. "What happened after that?" Daniel froze. For the first time, genuine fear appeared in his eyes. The kind of fear that comes from seeing something no human should ever see. His lips trembled. And then he whispered 5 words. "They know I came back." Before anyone could ask what he meant, every light in the police station went out. Darkness swallowed the room. And from somewhere outside, a knock echoed through the station door. 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. When the lights flickered back on, Daniel King was gone. End of episode 1.